going on here, Elvis?
On the road repairs. Jockey wheel has failed a bearing. Luckily we were able to pick one up. $9.
For how much?
$9.
The Warrnambool Aquarium was built in 1971, with the main aquarium being below ground and concrete domes forming the roof structure above. Although its design was advanced for the time, the number of visitors sadly declined and it closed in the late 1990s. We don't have an oven, microwave, air fryer or a TV in the camper, and we've realised a perk of staying at a caravan park is being able to use their camp kitchen to have a home-cooked meal and enjoy some TV on the big screen. We took advantage of this at Warrnambool.
Hello everyone, today's the last day of April in 2026. We have started our easterly and northerly trip to return home. We are now travelling on the Great Ocean Road after leaving Warrnambool.
So we've just spent the last couple of days staying at Warrnambool. We thought we'd head south one last time before we start making our way back up into New South Wales. So we've decided to hit the road, follow the Great Ocean Road for, I don't know, about 100 kilometres?
Yeah, 150 kilometres. So 100 to 150 kilometres of east travel, and then we're going to turn north and start our trek back to Newcastle. We've just stopped at Cheese World and stocked up. It's a sultry 23 degrees outside. Bit of wind up your kilt.
Planning on staying the next couple of nights at a national, no it's not, it's a state forest. Beauchamp Falls campground, and then we'll leave on Saturday before the rain gets in and the temperature's dropping about, I think, 8 to 10 degrees. So try and get some footage today of the 12 Apostles, or whatever's remaining of the 12 Apostles, London Bridge and the Arch, and I'm pretty excited for this drive. Elvis has been through here before, many years ago.
Yep.
I haven't been on the Great Ocean Road, so this is pretty exciting, and I think it's a good way to sort of wrap up our trip. So, first stop is the Bay of Islands track. We're just about there. I've just looked out the window. I'm not going to put the camera over there because you'll see it when we do the walk. But wow, I'm already blown away and it's only the first stop. Going to be a different experience seeing these sites, when most of the sites we've seen on this trip, we've had them to ourselves. We haven't had to sort of work around other people trying to get a million photos or footage or anything like that. And I'd say from here on, it's just going to get busier and busier. Second stop, the Bay of Martyrs. just stopped at the third stop, which is Beach Lookout in Peterborough, and there was a sign over there which is had a interesting stat on it.
Nearly 800 ships have been shipwrecked along this coast since 1797.
Yeah. Not sure how many of those you'd actually be able to see or are visible anymore. They've probably been...
I think some of them you can see if you're a licensed diver.
Yeah. That's a hell of a lot of boats. Or ships.
Ships.
Yep. We just got stopped by a couple back at the last site, which was the Grotto. A couple, I'm guessing they were probably 60s or 70s. She was getting along on a walker.
Oh.
Stopped to ask us how far it was to go. I just find it funny the way these husband and wives, I don't know, maybe we should all be doing it joking around, but she was asking how far because she was the one with the walker, and he was standing behind her insinuating he's going to push her over the cliff. Really just I just find people and their frankness so funny.
Oh, no public access to the beach.
That's okay. We read on one of the signs back a few stops that apparently the coastline is eroding by 2 centimetres every year. It's quite interesting seeing how undercut a lot of these, the edges or the cliff face. And one of the so many warnings about, cliffs giving way and be careful. I just asked Elvis for his assistance because I don't have a thesaurus on hand. I want another word to use which means the same as interesting. And his suggestion was visibly alluring. This is pretty breathtaking. And I sort of thought, by the time we get to the 12 Apostles, it'll be like, yeah, we've already seen that. No, it's crazy. Look at it. Happy 1st of May. After driving down the Great Ocean Road yesterday, seeing the 12 Apostles, which still blows me away, they are just so impressive, we ended up finding a little free camp to stay in. It's just outside of the township called Beach Forest, and the campground is called Beauchamp Falls Campground. You can do a little walk which takes you to the falls. I think it's about 3 kilometres return trip, which is what we're doing now. And then we're going to take it easy this afternoon before we head further north in the morning up to Ballarat.
Before the rain.
Before the rain. I just wanted to say something about the 12 Apostles. I was expecting it to be quite chaotic and hectic with tourists. We were there on a Thursday, and it started off pretty quiet for the first few sites, which were closer to Warrnambool. But we realised and noticed the closer that we got to the 12 Apostles, there started to be coach loads of tourists at all the sites, and they started to get a little bit overridden by trampling feet. The 12 Apostles themselves weren't too bad. You can see they've put a lot of infrastructure in there to handle the masses. So we had no problems getting photos without people or lining up to get photos, which I was half expecting. So they've done some really good work there to make it accessible for everyone.
The Beauchamp Falls walk takes you on a journey through the rainforest where you end up at the spectacular 20-metre high falls. The walk is only 3 kilometres long or 1 hour return, but is rated as difficult due to the slippery track, steep descents and the climb back up. It's a must-do walk.
What do you think of that?
One of the better falls we've seen in Victoria. We've seen a couple of dry ones and ones with water running over them, but this rainforest walk leading to this is picking it up there.
Be getting old because I can hardly see the track. By early May, we knew our travels in Victoria were coming to an end, but agreed we had not yet had enough of the Murray River. In our next video, we head north to stay at an awesome river camp with its own sandy beach before making our way to KoJockeyWheelRepair National Park. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.